here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bulldogs offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Gets it out quickly. And the 40, there he goes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. Got the first down and more. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. What a grab with one hand. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. What kind of hands or hand do you have to grab that slick football like that?
I like the correction there. I like hand, because they only needed one. Just reach up, and you see this so much now in football, man. Guys don't even worry about their second hand a lot of times.
Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
The Cardinals offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to beat.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in at the 40. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Ready, break. Moves. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got a man, it's Branch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He'll do it himself. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Stockton. Flips it out to the back. Back's going for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Smashes in between the uprights. The lead is 6 in the 1st. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll line up for a second down play. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He's going to let it go. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Stockton. A lot of defenders around on that screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They want to throw it. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the big dog got him again, and Georgia can be judicious when they blitz because they get pressure from the guys up front.
So nice having a defensive line that hunts. And year after year, Georgia finds these guys, but the double guys, the guys that can double sacks in a game, double-digit sacks in a season, these guys make your defense really special.
Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. throws to the back. Sure hands, it's Ray. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Turning it on!
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. The give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The inside handoff. Fighting off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Finds his big tight end. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
There's the pressure. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to... Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Came through like a shot. Knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through it. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
He's got him, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. They're trailing by just 4 to Ole Miss. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll try the run. Find some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got third and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt off.
Can they catch him? Lowers those pads. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And the offense will take any help it can get, and the defense provided a little bit. Second and goal. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a third down and goal situation.
That brings us to third and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. To the air, it's Holstein. Now improvising. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing. Collectively as a unit, and if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's Hughes. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's Bonner. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Catch in the middle, it's Skinner. It's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Quickly complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They go to the ground. Plows through the defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll get rid of it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Come on, receiver. You can make that play. You do it all the time in practice. Don't come out here on game day and start getting big eyes under the big lights. You got to make that catch.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Georgia sends out the punt team. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to that half.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. Powers through the defender. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity.
It's picked off and another empty drive.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Holstein. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And what a great play by that quarterback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown and those quick passes like that, nice job by the quarterback.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass on 2nd down. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Caught behind the line. It's Ray. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with 0 hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Golden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play to get our confidence going. We just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Wide open, and it's a foot race. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Takes the easy one to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice to...
Touchdown, Georgia! And the stomping has commenced.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Notre Dame is currently up big at this moment in what's shaping up to be a lopsided affair for the Golden Domers. They're up by 17 over Miami. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab. It's Bonner. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. But they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be fourth down. The Cardinals will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To the air, it's Holstein. Trying to beat the D deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away the first half.
There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Catch in the middle. It's Frazier. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be patting.
He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I don't know about the... time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete. What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Quick strike complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Finding open areas. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Cardinals in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. The Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and long. It'll be a draw. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Good timing on the quick out. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It's reverse. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. Georgia sends out the punt team. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the 1st down. Now you're set up for good success on 3rd down. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Finds a spot in the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends in the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Turning it on! They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
They're going to ride this running back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense changing the play. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Red pass, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Now the play fake. Fires into the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Smothers. Oh, he's got some space. They've got him before he gets the 1st down marker, and the screen does not deliver. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. He splits the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Virginia Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Hokies. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Ray. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. He's looking downfield to throw. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the right. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to route.
There he goes. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. With the run on first and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from a defense. You're expecting runs, second and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you've got to be physical. Nice job by the defense winning that second down.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Never a doubt. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bonner. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.